Hey everyone, welcome again to Crafts and Drafts. Today's project is going to be replacing the headlights, the housings, on my 2005 Silverado. See, they're all glazed and yellowed out, and the truck's an 05. And so these are all originals. These are all 16 years old now. And they're due. This one's getting some condensation in it, so we're going to change that out. Now, the headlights themselves are pretty easy to replace. It's just this pin you pop up and you slide it out, and the upper housing comes off. The problem that I think I might run into is trying to get these parking light and turn signal lenses out while this brush guard is on there. I don't know if I'll be able to give it the finesse it needs to get it out. I might have to wind up taking these nuts off. I'd really like to try to avoid that, because they're all rusted up, and I'm probably going to wind up breaking one if I have to do that. And there's a button here covering another, probably an Allen key that I have to get into, but it's all, I mean, everything on this truck is 15 years old. You see it's rusted, it's not in great shape. But we're going to get to work. I got some new headlights from Rock Auto, and let's get to it. So we're going to start off, of course, getting this top housing out. Again, this pin just slides a little tight. Set that there, and the whole housing will come up. So we'll go ahead and unclip these connectors for the high and low beams. And we'll set that aside. So for comparison, let's see. This is the left-hand side. This is the old one. This is the shiny new one. So I mean, that's gonna make the front of the truck look much, much better. And they're very close to OEM. Alright. But before we put this high and low housing back on, let's see what we can do about this lower unit. Move you guys over here. So there are just two tabs that hold in these daytime running light. Pop that guy off, and the parking light / turn signal. Pop it off. Alright, so those are free. And then once we get the housing out a little bit, we'll pop off this little side marker, the 194. So there's a tiny tab on this side. Push in. Some folks say they use a screwdriver, which, you know what? I might just use this thing. And pull out. Come on. There we go. Okay. She's free. Yeah. I think I take a swig every time we have a step in the right direction. But now let's try and see if we can finagle this guy out. I'm not that confident. It's hitting already. Oh, I might be able to do it. We'll see. Just gotta take this side marker bulb out. Pops right out. 194. Uh-oh. I am not feeling too confident. I don't think I'd be able to get the other one in without scratching it all up. Let's try popping. Alright. So we got that off. That might help us out. Let's see if we can go this way. Let's put it back front of the truck a little bit. That's all right. She's old. She's 15. How the heck can I do this without having to take off the brush guards? Oh, come on. Okay. All right. Got that guy out. This is the left-hand parking and daytime running light. Now, hopefully this came with a kind of a cling wrap protector like the other lens did, and it of course did not. It's just plastic. This is kind of going to be a pain to get in there without scratching everything up. Let's try to be careful here. Okay. Move away a little bit. I don't know how this is held in. Maybe just a tad. I don't want to pull it too hard. There we go. That was the ticket. Okay. Put this 190, little 194 bulb back in. Nope, not that one. Come on, she wants to go. My sausage fingers are a little too fat for this. Well, I think she's not going anywhere, I'll tell you that much. All right, so let's put this back into the radiator support. This will pop back in. Okay, good. Gap looks pretty even on both sides. So let's go ahead and get this parking. All right. Running light, daytime running light. Go in there. All right. And I'll pop the trim piece back in. Good. And if anybody's wondering, these are TYC brand. I've had good luck with this in the past. I used to have some taillights by TIC. I think they're pretty reliable, pretty good quality. They're not OEM, but I wasn't paying the $300 per light that they wanted. So this will do. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. I think the pack of, I want to say the pack of headlights were $65 from Rock Auto, and I think the set of running lights and turn signals, the lower housings, were like $17. So definitely no complaints. Get this started. Nope, just take this off. Okay. That's the hood release out of the way. And I guess I should grab the wires first. It would have been smart. This is this side. High beam, low beam. Set you in. Okay. And poker. Like this guy, yep, he has a little nub that covers the threads, so we're gonna, I don't know if that comes off. Yep, it does. We're gonna pop you on. So I'm gonna wind up doing these headlights, re-aiming them. I'll do that once it gets dark tonight. I'll pull them up to the vinyl chest on the side of the house and re-aim them. So we got a little side-by-side for you going. There you go. I mean, there's leaps and bounds better. I didn't really appreciate. I mean, that truck looks new. It's like it just rolled out of the showroom. If you're looking at this side of the truck, at least. I just can't get over how clear and good those look. All right, well, we're cracking on the other side. Should be fairly straightforward, just like the driver's side. We'll see. Oh, look at that. See any obvious cracks, but I mean, that was definitely water in there. Dunzo. So that took me just about 6.5 minutes to do this one side. According to the timer on the GoPro, it's 20 minutes, 7 seconds total. Not bad. What I'm really happy about is that the bottom lens and this brush guard didn't give me too much grief. So, I mean, I know the old girl's 16 years old, but I don't know. That looks pretty compared to what she had on there. Yeah, I think she looks all right. Let's see. Put some lights on. All right, well, it would look like I've got a driver's side high beam out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna address that, but you guys don't need to be around to see that. But I think this looks good. All right, I might wind up swapping out the bulbs with bulbs I had. I don't know how cheap and chintzy these bulbs are that came with this, you know, $60 upper kit and $17 lower kit, so I might swap them out with whatever I had in here, which is, looks like Sylvania. This would be the Sylvania low beam and the Phillips high beam. So we might do that, but anyway, that was a success. I'll take it. Cheers, till next time. So you guys are in for a little bit of a bonus today. The reason why that high beam wasn't working wasn't because a bulb was bad. I have some cut wiring right here. This green wire has been cut. Now this kind of pigtail crummy connection here, I did a long time ago. This was for, they call it a high 4 conversion, which means that your low beams will stay on when you turn your high beams on. Normally, low beams will turn off when your high beams are on, but with this conversion, everything stays on. It worked great for a good number of years, and then just stopped working. And I wasn't, not saying I'm smart now, I wasn't as in tune with wiring and all that stuff as I am now. So what I went and did in lieu of that was use some resistors. You'll do that with the fuse box. I don't remember quite which is which, but this is you'll see the 3 resistors down there. And what all these are doing, one of these is the high beams, one's low beams, one's fog lights. Basically what it does, when you turn on your high beams, it only allows current to flow in one direction, and that will enable you to have your high beams, your low beams, and your fog lights on at the same time. So that, just a little piece of, just a side note, has nothing to do with what we're doing now. But the reason that this connector is here is because I had tried, actually this is part of that also. What did I do back then? There's tension on this. This is, I don't know what I did back then. Is another one coming off? I don't even know where this goes. This wire. Comes up. You know that. That probably. Oh, that is this. That's the ground. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. So we're gonna get started clipping that. I don't have any green wire on hand. I have some in the back, in the shed. I don't feel like going all the way to the backyard. I happen to have this my electrical kit in the bed of my truck because I was originally going to replace these daylighters today. That was on my list, but I didn't get them. So that's not on the list today. So all I had in there is this blue wire, which will be fine, but I do have some green heat shrink make up for the blue wiring. So I'm gonna get you guys mounted up again and we'll tackle this. Should be pretty quick. So I actually really like wiring. I think it's pretty simple. You know, you have current, you have a battery, an alternator, what have you, and you get the power from there to somewhere else. It's just like a river with a bunch of switches, some relays, point A to point B. It's really that simple. So I do enjoy wiring. Now these wires look okay. There's some, you probably won't be able to see, but there's shiny metal there, there's shiny copper on this side. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna have to add just a little bit, just to give me a little more room to work with. So we'll strip a little bit off here. Easy. beat up, I guess, from doing that crimp. Alright, you don't want to take. Okay, let's try next. There we go. That'll do. Twist you up. I might need 2 green heat shrinks. Strip this side. It just doesn't want to strip. Get you in the shade. Alright, let's show you again. There we go. Okay. Good. Okay. Break you. Twist you up. Oh, there are only like 4. So that was my mom on the phone, and while I was on the phone with her, I cut up some blue wire to tap in here. Some little tiny things that you really didn't need to see. Boring, but. So, I've got 2 butt connectors. I really wish, you know, this brush guard really gets in the way. One, good. Now, I don't think I have the room to connect it to. Oh, I might. This might go. That's gonna work. I don't need the jumper. Huh, awesome, okay. So I am actually able to fit those together. If I can pull this, oh, one of my green shrink wraps went down into oblivion. It'll fall out at some point. Yeah, I see it. Where is it? It's nowhere. Okay, I got it. So we'll slip on this green connector, this green shrink wrap, before we start messing around with everything. Down there. Just need a little more room to work. That's all I need, a little more room. Alright, so we got that on. Pop you in there. Come. Yeah, right. Stay. Crimp you. Hope it took. Did take. I think it took. Crimp you one more time. Oh, I crimped you. Kind of crooked. It's alright. Big crimp. Big crimp. Little pull test. Looks good. Now, I usually use a heat gun. I don't feel like dragging the extension cord. I've got the heat gun here. The whole exterior of this house has one exterior outlet, and it's in the backyard. So I'm gonna use our torch lighter. Oh, we got fire. Oh, easy. Guess that's good enough. So let's lift you up. Alrighty, now we're cooking with gas. Everything's good. Fog lights aren't on. I don't know why. I probably have a broken wire there too. That's a project for another day, one that's on the list. Daylighters are on the list. We're just gonna clip those off and put the new ones on. Whole new housings. And that's it. It was a success. I like it. And thank you for watching.